Welcome back to Notaflexion Gaming, guys. Today we're looking at Temple of Lies, or TOL for short, and we're going to give you a little quick guide and walkthrough on how to get through this. I know a couple of people put out videos on this before, but I wanted to throw my hat in there and see if I can give you guys a little more insight on how to do the actual phases he has. So depending on how fast you phase him, you might skip a lot of these phases. So this run-through specifically is going to cover all the phases. And no, they might not come in the same sequence you're seeing now. They might, shift depending on how much damage you're doing to him, so just be wary of that. So first things first. Kraut Rat, even though it says Kraut Kran right there, they actually misspell his name in the actual dialogue when he spews his, whatever he's saying. You'll see it actually says Rat instead of Kran, which is hilarious. So the first thing he's going to do, he's going to say Kraut Rat is drawing energy from the temple. Block the X orbs. When I say X, it's going to be either green or purple. Whatever color is above your head, you're going to get the opposite color. So before you used to be able to avoid this with columns, if anybody knows what that is, you cannot do that anymore. So right here, drawing energy from the temple, you want to grab the opposite color bubbles that are above your head. So I'm grabbing purple because there's a green bubble above my head. When you're grabbing the opposite color, it'll give you a little speed boost to run around. So just be aware of that. If you hit the wrong one, it'll deplete your HP. If you grab the right one, it'll actually give you HP back. So he'll probably do 2 phases of this before you guys move into anything else. You'll also see another message on the floor that says the floor begins to boil. When you see this, well, actually, we'll give it a second for when it pops up, because I want you to take a look at this. This will be probably the thing that kills most people because it's very fast. If you don't have any stamina left, you're probably going to die when it pops up. So I believe it pops up very shortly. So right there, the floor begins to boil. You want to be on the opposite color that your thing is. So I'm on purple because my head's green. So to see the rings, you want to knock them down pretty good. So you want to avoid that if possible. Eventually he'll go into a rotating lizard phase, which is what this is right now. Basically, the lizards come in, they attack at an angle, and they slowly rotate out and attack back. They'll do 2 phases. They'll come in once, come out once, go in twice, come out twice. You ultimately want to avoid those guys if you can. If you have the lifesteal ring, you could probably be in there smacking the lizard as you see those guys are doing. I'm just showing you a overview of it. I do the same thing normally as well. But you want to avoid these guys' attacks because they do quite a bit of damage. They'll probably kill you. So 2 phases in, 1 in, 1 out, 1 in, 1 out, and then it's over. So when he says he's summoning his chosen warriors, which is here, you want to grab the opposite color bubbles again. If you don't grab these bubbles, he's going to spawn little lizard warriors that will attack you. They're not that strong in general, but they will be a pain in your butt. So my suggestion is just get a couple of these, if not all of them, or you DPS through this phase and just try to get his health down as much as possible. As you can see, they spawned in. They're not terrible, they don't do a lot of damage, but they are a pain, like I said. So same thing here. He's doing the same thing again. He's spinning out the bubbles. We're trying to go find the opposite ones. As you can see there, I got hit by the opposite one. It decreased my HP. Okay, so that's the chosen warriors, and you obviously want to try to get as many bubbles of those as possible. Or if you're a Zerker and you want to keep them up, it'll give you your whirlwind back instantly, basically. His last phase is a suck-in, which is here. For some reason I got stuck. And he shoots poison out on the floor. So when he does this, you want to jump back to the edge of the arena, and you want to stay out of that poison. The poison does a lot of damage. Now, when he is doing this, you want to make sure you're staying close to the poison that's around you. So I mean to the right or left, and not the one that's in the center. By doing this, when he focuses you, as you're going to see here, he's going to focus on one of the other guys, the Genji Zerk over there. When he focuses you, as he spews, you dodge roll to the right or left, keeping the poison in a very general area instead of spreading it all over the place. You're keeping it in one spot. For some reason, even though he's focusing on me, he's shooting somewhere else. So once he sprays, just dodge roll to the right or left, and you'll probably avoid most of the spray. And you just want to keep the area ring around as open as possible. Right there. See how those 2 guys are that one guy's kind of stuck in that little spot? That's what you don't want to do. You want to avoid that across the way. Don't do that. That's just a dumb move in general. You're going to see this guy running around. You obviously don't want to do that as well. That's just a dumb move. There's no need to run around like that by any means. So that's pretty much all of his phases in general. Big things to note here. So columns is not a thing anymore. Columns used to be able to get up on the columns where the dragon tails wrap around. You used to be able to climb up on those and avoid a lot of the phasing that he does. That's no longer a thing anymore. So everyone now has to grab bubbles, which is very easy as long as you coordinate your team and you're grabbing the opposite color bubble. You're staying out of the opposite color. So right there, that almost killed me instantly. So those rings, if you're in the wrong colored ring and that hits you, it's going to do a lot of damage. As you can see, I think I had like 11 HP left, basically. So you always want to be in the opposite color that's above your head, no matter what. That's the general gist for this arena layer, okay? Now, I hope this video and guide has helped you guys out quite a bit. I think I covered basically everything on this video. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments below. I'll try to get back to you. And at the end of this video, I'm going to actually show a run we did with 3 of our guildies. It's not the fastest run we've ever done, but it's one of the better ones. Everyone pretty much stayed alive the whole time. And I think our fastest run for this is 1 minute and 22 seconds, something like that. So in general, if you pop in here with a pickup group, or PUG, or PUG for short, you're going to probably see a lot of people trying to phase these, phase him out, which basically means you're going to skip phases by just DPSing the crap out of him. As he does that, he's probably going to go quickly through the phases, but if you have a couple of Zerkers or someone else in there who's just using Life Ring, or Lifesteal Ring, they're probably going to avoid a lot of this, and you're probably just going to phase through it, so just be wary of that. Like I said, his phases are not always in the same sequence, they kind of mix up. One other thing, a quick little shout out to my Zerker bros in Phoenix Down Guild, Drizella and Deathridge. Just gotta say, these guys are always rocking TOL with me and basically dominating this guy. So I just want to give a nice little shout out to those guys. So once again, guys, I hope this video helped you out. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, do all the things. Check out my Patreon for some awesome sick merch. Like I said, if you have any comments, concerns, throw them in the comments below. I'll try to hit you up. Once again, thank you all. Peace out.